Welcome to another Farming Simulator 19 Guide 2 with me, MrSealyp. The Krone Big M 450. If you've watched any of my channel before, you'll know that the Krone Big M, when it came out on FS17, was like a dream come true for me. I was overjoyed. And I'm really pleased that this is in the base game. So I'm going to do a quick guide too. You may well ask, what's the point? It's obvious, you know how to use it. I've had a couple of people ask me certain things about the Krone Big M, how does it work, and somebody messaged me, and I apologise, I can't remember who it was. Honestly, the last 48 hours have been insane. I have been inundated, and I don't mind it at all. It's fantastic because people are sending me loads of information about stuff that helps me out with different aspects of the gameplay and things. Did I know? And it does this and it does that, and you know. So there's something I want to show you on this. There's a couple of things I want to show you. So the Krone Big M 450. We'll have a quick look in store. It's under vehicles, under mowers. When we click on it, it's right there. £380,000, euros or dollars to buy, 449 horsepower, 9.9 metre header, and it says at the bottom there, mowers cut grass. Kind of a given. Fantastic. So the good thing about doing Guide 2 videos now as well is that you can have a good look at them like this in 3 dimensions, and from my perspective, doing Guide 2 videos, you can show all the options available without having to buy or lease 15 different vehicles and have them all lined up. And it's great. But what you can't do in this menu here is you can't listen to it, you can't hear the engine sound, you can't look in cab, you can't see the lights on and off and the beacon, you know. So there's still an element of the old Guide 2s, but this really helps. Initial leasing cost is £30,400, euros or dollars. It's a nice looking machine. So we'll have a look at it in the real world. And it is a nice looking machine. I mean, let's be honest, for all the gripes and complaints that people have got, the detailing on all of the vehicles is incredible. I mean, properly incredible. It looks amazing. It really does. I like it. I really do like it. I mean, I would do it. It's, you know, one of my faves. So we'll have a quick look in cab. Again, incredibly detailed. I'm loving the cab suspension system and the seat suspension system in game now. I think it's brilliant. I love the lean of the driver when you go around corners under braking and acceleration. You get a slight lean forward, slight lean backwards. The feet on the pedals, and it's all very good. I like the fact when you start them up, the screens turn on. Well, one does. That one's not working. It's all absolutely fantastic. Really is. And that same thing, I mean, lots of people have mentioned this already, the difference in textures. That seat looks like a cloth seat compared to the plastics of the panel. You know, the glow from the screen, it's, you know, they've done a fantastic job. They really have. So, and what I'm going to do is open up the side menu, help window on. I'm going to have this open. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, put it back into its initial state. I've bought a couple of fields just to highlight this. This is my test map. I'm not going to be running any of my Let's Plays with 13 million sitting in them. After my video yesterday, I got a bit of a hammering from different people. I did say, if you don't like it, you don't agree with cheating, don't watch the video. And no one's forcing anyone to cheat. You can play the game however you want. I'm not saying because it's there you've got to. Anyway, regardless of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the mower, and the whole thing hunkers down on its suspension, which is really cool. So that's how it comes, that's how you get it. Mid mowers rather than a front and a rear mower like you had on the Krone Big M 500. So we unfold mower in that very nice animation. Looks brilliant. Now, swath modes. Somebody asked me about swath modes, and I just messaged them to let them know. That's why I was having a bit of a fiddle around with this, and I thought, you know what, I'll do a video on it. If I go to R1, this only works once it's open. Okay, you need to open the mower first. If you haven't unfolded it, you won't get this come up. So if I press R1 on the PlayStation controller, it says L3 toggle work mode. If I press L3, at the moment it's on swath dropping, it will drop a swath. Only because I've got it set on that. If I click it once, it goes to left swath, that side opens up. If I go to right swath, the other side opens up. If I go to wide spreading, they're both open. And if I go back again to swath dropping, both of those bits close. So these little panels either side will open and close depending on what you choose. So those are your options for your swath, okay, which is all very lovely. So what I'm going to do is we'll turn on the mowers. It all lifts up on its suspension, which is awesome. Drop the mowers down. So as I drive forward now, I get a swath, albeit a fairly small one. I get a swath, that central swath. So if I now go to L3 and go left swath, opens up that, and I should get a swath. Now that's interesting. Work mode left swath, and that's coming out the right side. Not really what I call a swath either. That's kind of just leaving it spread that side. That's interesting, unless it's left from the front, which would be a bit odd, wouldn't it? Be from the driver's perspective, you'd think. Anyway, there you go. So there's something. That's a bit unusual. If I now do it again and I go to L3, right swath, it will now do that side. I should have driven the other way. You would have been able to see it in the sunlight, wouldn't you? And then if I go to that and that again, wide spreading, it will just leave the swath all over the floor, both sides, which is wonderful. So then you stop and think, okay, thank you very much, MrSealyp. That's how you use it. It absolutely is. And it says, mowers cut grass. Here's something you might not know, and something I didn't know, and someone messaged me, and it's a bit peculiar. If I go back to, I'm going to put it on swath dropping. If you are in need of a swath in an emergency, and I'm not talking about grass swaths, to my left I have got oats, I believe. I'm just going to double check that to make sure I have got oats. Yes, field 13 I've bought is an oat field. Field 11, just to the left of that, is wheat, and then below me, field 22, is cotton. I haven't tried the cotton one yet, I don't know if that's going to work. So here's what happens. Mowers cut grass. Oh, do they? Well, apparently the Krone Big M 450 will also cut crops and leave you a swath. Now, admittedly, you're losing all the crop. That's not going to help you at all. I don't know, because I haven't got any further with testing this, whether that will work on a withered crop if you've got withering on. I don't know whether it will work on a crop that's full of weeds and you might think, you know what, it's gone past it, I can't use it, whatever. Or you might just think, you know what, I need the swath, I'm just going to buy a field, it's got no fertilising, it's got no ploughing state, the yield's going to be horrendous, but I need a straw swath, and just Krone Big M it. It's an interesting one, I'll give it that. Let's lift the mowers up. Now I can't imagine the cotton would do the same. I think that would be a bit bonkers, wouldn't it? I think the wheat will do the same, we'll check that. I assume it will do the same with barley. I can't imagine it's going to do this with cotton. But we'll test it out anyway. Just in the interest of a fair test. No. All it does is creates crop destruction and just pushes them over. Okay, well that's one test, at least we know that's not going to work. I didn't think it was going to, I mean, it's not likely to because it's a completely different type of crop. You wouldn't get a swath from doing a cotton harvest anyway, so it would be unusual, I would think, if that happened. So, very, very quickly, before I finish, just to show you, just again in the interest of keeping it a fair test. Now I don't know whether when a patch comes out, an update, or whether this will get adjusted. I really don't know. I would imagine so. It seems a bit odd because it does say, because I thought, oh, I haven't checked the menu, maybe in the menu it does say it will do other crops, but it does say for grass. So what I'm going to do this time, let's go to left swath, not that it makes any difference whatsoever. Let's turn the mower, lower the mower. Yeah, it's a weird one. Oh, I'm getting grass in there as well, because I've gone right to the edge. Let's get back onto the crop. There we go. Very strange. We're doing wide spreading, leaving all the swath like that, and then having to come back. You have to windrow it, and and yeah, like I say, it's an odd one, but it's there. That's what it does. Quick little guide to the Krone Big M 450. I love it, and just for doing grass work, it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. Of course, if you can afford to either lease it or buy it or any of those things. Let's fold this up. It will hunker back down on its suspension, and job done. There you go. So, Krone Big M 450. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.